So, can you tell me what K levels are?
I cannot.
Don't know anything about K levels?
I know the name. Thank you.
Oh, that's it? So you don't know why they're important? In this video, I'm going to be talking about why K levels are important. So you might be asking yourself, what is a K level? K levels are a classification system for amputees. Your K level is your actual or potential level of functional mobility. A person's K level is important because it affects the types of prosthetic components, like feet, that a person is able to get covered under their insurance. And they're also important so that insurance companies don't waste money on expensive components when the person who is going to be using them is not going to be using them to their full potential. For example, if you have a geriatric person who's not going to be able to use their prosthetic for any more than transferring from their bed to their commode, then you don't want to give that person the most expensive energy storing foot because, for one, the energy storing capabilities of that foot will not match that person's mobility level, so that person will not get full use out of those prosthetic components. Or two is that the prosthetic components might be uncomfortable for them or might have so much energy return that basically it's like putting a spring on the bottom of their foot, and that's going to cause them to have impaired mobility and to fall over. Either a person's prosthetist or physician or physiatrist will determine a person's K level. And they will usually do that subjectively or using one of a number of qualitative or quantitative measures that actually measure a person's abilities. Here are the K levels. K level 0 does not have the ability or potential to ambulate or transfer safely with or without assistance, and a prosthesis does not enhance quality of life or mobility. A person who's a K level 0 will not be fitted with a prosthesis because that prosthesis does not have the ability to enhance that person's mobility or their quality of life. K level 1 has the ability or potential to use a prosthesis for transfers or ambulation on level surfaces at a fixed cadence. Typical of the limited and unlimited household ambulator. This is an example of a K level 1 prosthetic foot. It's pretty simple. It's basically a single axis foot that's made with a block center made out of wood and variable densities of foam for some shock absorption. K level 2 has the ability or potential for ambulation with the ability to traverse low-level environmental barriers such as curbs, stairs, or uneven surfaces. Typical of the limited community ambulator. This is a K level 2 prosthesis. It's called the K2 Sensations. It's also pretty simple. It's made with simple components. It's attached via this nylon webbing, and it's a very soft and forgiving foot. K level 3 has the ability or potential for ambulation with variable cadence. Typical of the community ambulator, who has the ability to traverse most environmental barriers and may have vocational, therapeutic, or exercise activity that demands prosthetic use beyond simple locomotion. K level 3 is when you start getting into feet that have removable foot shells, and you typically start to see carbon fiber feet and some more of the high-end feet. K level 4 has the ability or potential for prosthetic ambulation that exceeds basic ambulation skills, exhibiting high impact stress or energy levels. Typical of the prosthetic demands of the child, active adult, or athlete. K level 4 feet are typically the most advanced feet out there. They're usually made of carbon fiber or composite, and they have the most energy return and vertical shock absorption. If you don't know your K level, you should be able to ask your prosthetist and they'll be able to tell you what your K level is. Okay everybody, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. You can subscribe if you like. I put out new videos every Wednesday. And see you later, bye!